Welcome back to BLASTMAN XS Gaming for another Division 2 build video.
Multiple hostiles inbound.
Uh-oh.
EMP jammer detected nearby. EMP jammer destroyed.
Alright, let's break down this build. Starting with the Specialization, Survivalist. Here are the perks for Survivalist. Elite Defense, 10% increased protection from elites. Distributed Repair. Armor kits now repair over 5 seconds instead of instantly, but also apply to group members within 20 meters. This is really good. You can save armor kits for the group by using your own. Triage Specialist, 15% increased outgoing healing, so you could run a healer build with Survivalist. Incendiary Grenades. The signature weapon is the crossbow. Explosive bolts. Group signature ammo supply. Killing enemies under status effects adds 3 to your group's ammo bar. Now we spec'd into this build for AR for the capacitor and shotguns for the Marine Super 90. And the build also has a pistol, the TDI card custom, which has a plus skill tier, and I rolled sledgehammer as a talent on there so I could switch to the pistol, throw an incendiary grenade, cause a sledgehammer effect on the enemies where they take more damage to armor. Some other perks here. Group members get 10% bonus damage to targets with status effects. 50% pulse resistance. While in cover, 10% skill haste. You'll see in the gameplay. I take cover often, and that's just to increase the skill haste and not take too much damage. Gain 5 ammo per second for your current weapon while performing cover to cover. The Mender Mine if you use it for a healer build. And you can check out my Cavalier healer. Moving on to the main weapon, capacitor. The talent here, capacitance, shooting enemies builds stacks to a cap of 40. Each stack grants 1.5 skill damage, so that's a maximum of 60% additional skill damage. After 5 seconds, stacks decay 1 per second. For each skill tier, gains 7.5 weapon damage. So this build is at 6 tiers, so we get 45% additional weapon damage. Secondary, I chose a Marine Super 90 because the RPMs on this shotgun are pretty quick. The talent is Perpetuation. Headshots grant 75% status effect damage and duration to the next status effect you apply. And so that means if you hit a headshot, proc it, it'll stay there until you use a status effect. In this build, that would be the Jammer Pulse or Incendiary Grenades. As with any good status build, we want to use the Vile Mask. The talent is Toxic Delivery. Status effects also apply damage over time debuff for 10 seconds. The total damage dealt is equal to 50% of your concussion grenade damage and increased by your status effects attributes. You'll notice in this build we have 3 pieces of China Light, 1 piece of Golden Gear, and 1 piece of Electric. The 3 pieces of China Light is going to give us 15% explosive damage, 20% skill haste, and 25% status effects. Okay, the talent that I chose for the chest piece is Skilled. Skill kills have a 25% chance to reset skill cooldowns. This is important because you are throwing 10 Seeker Mines and you have 10 chances to get a skill kill, and then you have 25% chance to reset skill cooldowns where you can then throw more mines. The talent on the backpack is Perfect Shock and Awe. This is on the strategic alignment named China Light backpack. Applying status effects to an enemy increases total skill damage and repair. So if in this build you lead with the Jammer Pulse, cause that status effect, then throw the Seekers, you're causing more damage to the enemies from those Seekers. Golden Gear is going to give us 10% status effects. And for the knee pads, we have the named Snow Machine Electric brand set 10% status effects with a talent of Flurry. Every status effect you apply will apply snowfall on the target, and you've seen that in the gameplay. It's just a novelty thing. It doesn't have any additional damage to the enemies, but it's just fun to use. The 2 skills for this build are the Cluster Mines. So we see we have 10 mines, skill tier 6. And the secondary skill is the Jam Repulse. The Jam Repulse becomes a weapon when used with Vile Mask because of the damage over time.
There. That is the signature key.
That is also tier 6. Well, that's the build breakdown. Hang on for some more gameplay.
Nearby hostage situation detected. Hostile drone detected. Hostile striker drone detected.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and send it to a friend.